Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's exclusive webinar with one of our new Muse collection members, Azura Bermuda. I've got Chloe here today who's going to tell you everything about her beautiful property. Before we get started, just a little bit of updates. We do have a new website. Our old website is no longer available, and I will put it all in the chat in a second. It is muse-cameocollections.com. It's a brand new website. It works fantastic. It's got some fun new features. One of the great features is for anybody that you're booking, if you want to get a little bit extra attention to detail, head over to their page and you click the VIP button. What it does is we're going to try to get you as much as your current consortia amenities, if they're not part of that consortia, on top of a little bit extra attention to detail, handwritten note. If you know something special about them, we'll take care of that. Anniversaries, we like to do something special for your clients, so you can head over to that. You will be CC'd on the email to the partner, knowing that your VIP request has been taken care of. So it doesn't just go up in the air. You'll actually see all of that happen. Um, if there's any questions that you have for this presentation, please feel free to put them in the chat box. We will be answering them, as well as we'll do a little Q&A after. So with all of that, let me introduce Chloe. She's going to tell you a little bit about the property, and then we can go into the Q&A. Chloe, take it away.
Perfect. Let me just share my screen with you all. Let me know if you can see that.
Beautiful.
Perfect. Okay, great. So hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining today. I'm really excited to show you all Azura Bermuda, a new modern oceanfront resort located on Bermuda's iconic South Shore. To get us started, rather than jumping into slides, I'd love to show you a short 30-second overview video which really captures the property, the setting, the scale, and the atmosphere. And then I'll walk through the destination a little bit, and then what makes Azura such a great option for your clients. So before diving deeper into the resort itself, I always like to start these with the destination because one of Bermuda's biggest strengths is just how easy it is to get to. Bermuda is often thought of more remote, but in reality, it is one of the most accessible island destinations in the Atlantic, especially for the East Coast, the southern US, and now even Canada. So geographically, this is just a little map where Bermuda sits. It sits in the North Atlantic, so it's just east of the US, not in the Caribbean. So for your East Coast cities, we're just under 2 hours from cities like New York and Boston and Philly. From the southern US states, places like Atlanta, Miami, or Orlando, we are just under 3 hours, and from London, it's under 7, making it very easy for UK travelers as well. So what advisors do love about this is that clients can leave home in the morning and then be on the beach by early afternoon. And so there's no long travel days and no exhausting connections. So I did want to touch on one of the biggest developments for the destination in recent years has been the launch of Bermuda Air. So it's Bermuda's very own airline. This has been a game changer. Over the past year, Bermuda Air has introduced multiple new nonstop routes, significantly increasing access to the island and making Bermuda even more attractive and competitive for travelers. Oh, sorry. Really quickly, I did also just want to note that it's also elevated the overall experience. It feels very personal, very Bermuda forward and easy. And I do know that they do have preferred rates for travel agents. So if you are interested in those, you can let me know at the end. So quickly, here's just a quick map of the direct flights from the northern US. So we now have nonstop service from Boston, Providence, Hartford, New York, Newark, Philly, Baltimore, DC, and Richmond. These short direct flights make Bermuda an easy sell for long weekends and first-time travelers who don't want a complicated journey. And then from the southern US states, we're seeing really great growth in that area as well. So we now have nonstop routes that include Raleigh, Charlotte, Atlanta, Charleston, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami. And so what we're finding is that this has opened up Bermuda to an entirely new audience. Clients who may have traditionally looked more into the Caribbean are now discovering Bermuda as a more refined, closer to home alternative. I also wanted to quickly highlight Canada because this is another major win for the destination. We now have direct flights from Toronto, Montreal, and Halifax. Many of these routes are thanks to Bermuda Air's expansion, and they've made a huge impact in driving new demand from Canadian travelers. It's really helped reposition Bermuda as an easy year-round option for international markets. So now let's zoom in and talk a little bit about where Azura is located on the island. So we do sit on Bermuda's South Shore, one of the most desirable parts of the island, known for its beaches, its walking trails, and of course the dramatic coastline, which you can see here. From the resort, guests are within walking distance of a nature reserve and the railway trail. We're just about 2 to 7 minutes from some of the most iconic beaches, so Horseshoe Bay Beach, which I'm sure you've heard of. That's probably the most famous. And we also are close to Work Long Bay and Elbow Beach. And we're about 10 minutes from Hamilton, so where all of the shopping and dining is located. And we're roughly 25 minutes from the airport. So guests really do get the best of both worlds. It's a very peaceful oceanfront setting, but you're very well connected to the rest of the island. So I wanted to give a little bit of history. So before Azura, the site had a really special past. Back in the 1970s, it was a beloved resort called the Surfside Beach Club. Many people still remember it very fondly. The property eventually did close in 2015 and was bought and purchased for redevelopment in 2016. And then we did have a development kind of began thoughtfully, and in 2020 we quietly opened our doors, of course. That timing kind of coincided with the pandemic. So it was very much a soft opening, starting with our first phase, and then we've been building momentum gradually from there. So Azura has been built in phases. As mentioned, phase one opened in 2020 with roughly 30 hotel rooms. In 2021, we opened our oceanfront Edgewater building, which is pictured there, which added another 15 rooms and suites. In 2022, our Ocean View building Seascape was completed. This added new ocean view inventory, along with a rooftop pool, a sun deck, and a yoga area with a sauna, which has been a really special place for guests. And then in 2024, we made major progress with the addition of a new oceanfront building, along with several key amenities that year. So as you can see here, our new ocean pool and beach bar, along with a restaurant called Surf and a new fitness and wellness center. And we are currently under construction on our final phase, which will be completed in 2027. This does include our most premium building, positioned at the highest point of the property, which will add another 20 hotel rooms, bringing our number up to 75, an expanded fitness space, and a completely enhanced arrival experience. So now I'll walk you through our accommodations, starting with our entry-level rooms, moving up to our most premium suites. One thing to note about Azura is we are designed for kind of longer stays and comfort, so even our rooms feel very spacious and our suites are fully residential in style. Our entry-level category is our cottage rooms. These start at around 400 square feet, which is quite generous for an entry-level room. They're all garden view, which is a quiet, kind of tucked away feel. These offer king, queen, and twins. Next are our ocean view rooms, available in king and twin options, starting at approximately 375 square feet. So our phase one rooms, which are pictured on the left, have a more traditional style design aesthetic, while our phase three seascape rooms, pictured on the right, feature a slightly more modern furnishing. But do note that the phase one furnishings will all be replaced in line with the new buildings by the end of this year. So every ocean view room will look the same ultimately by 2027. These are our ocean front rooms. They're by far our most popular category. These rooms are situated directly on the cliff, so guests truly wake up to the sound of the waves crashing below. They're really immersive. And we offer both garden level oceanfront rooms and higher elevation rooms, like the one pictured here. And then on the next slide, I'm going to show you a quick video of a guest stepping onto her balcony because it really captures the feeling better than photos ever could, in my opinion.
Don't nobody else make me feel like. Don't nobody else make me feel like. So don't nobody else make me feel like. Yeah.
So moving into our suites, we do start with our ocean view suites. These are our entry-level suite category. These come in 1 and 2 bedroom options, starting around 800 square feet. So we have 2 layouts that we offer. One is our very popular loft style residences, which are pictured on the left. And I'll show you a video in the next slide of how these are laid out. And then we have our 1-level suites, which are pictured on the right side. And all of our suites come fully equipped with kitchens, laundry, living spaces, and everything a guest would need to feel at home, which is a huge draw for families and longer term stays.
It feels like I'm falling in love. Maybe for the first time. Baby, it's my mind. You blow. It feels like I'm falling in love. You're throwing me a lifeline.
And then we have our oceanfront suites. These take things a step further. These are available in 1, 2, and 3 bedroom configurations, starting again at around 800 square feet. They all feel very modern and very luxurious. All of our suites include full kitchens, living and dining spaces, laundry, and private balconies directly overlooking the ocean, as you can see here. And on the next slide is another really quick video just showing you how these spaces flow and how close they are to the water. And then finally, we have our premier jacuzzi suites. This is our most premium accommodation category. These are all oceanfront suites that feature a private jacuzzi either on the balcony level or garden view. So you can see on the bottom here, this would be the balcony and this would be the garden view. They're ideal, of course, for honeymoons, anniversaries, any special occasion travel, and they tend to book quite early, especially during the peak season. So now I'll move on to our amenities, which is really where Azura comes to life. Because we are a boutique resort, everything feels very intentional and thoughtful, from the dining to the pools and our wellness experiences. So I will get into that. Our main indoor restaurant is Surf, which is pictured here. Surf is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's also where we host our private events and group bookings. We run monthly wine dinners as well here, which regularly sell out. The menu is Mediterranean and seafood forward, very fresh, very coastal, and the atmosphere we like to call is seaside chic. And these are just some more photos that give you a better sense of kind of the menu style and the presentation. It's a dining experience that everyone really loves during their stay, and it's not one of those like one and done restaurants. We also have the Surf Terrace, which is our more casual poolside restaurant. The menu here is relaxed, so think burgers, tacos, flatbreads, just very easy daytime favorites. So from April through October, which is Bermuda's peak season, the terrace is open all day, and we host weekend happy hours and live entertainment here as well. Outside of peak season, we are still open, but with more limited hours depending on demand. This brings us to the first of our 4 pools on property, the Terrace Pool and Bar. So this is really the social hub of the resort. It's a year-round heated pool located directly on the surf terrace, so guests enjoy full food and drink service throughout the day. It's one of our most popular spots, and we've recently expanded the pool area to add more seating, which you can see here pictured on the right. Next is our sky pool located on the rooftop of our seascape building. This rooftop space includes a pool, a sauna, sun deck, and a bathroom, and it offers panoramic views across the entire property. We do host yoga sessions up here, so it's just on the right side. But even outside of that, it's very popular for guests looking for just a quieter, elevated experience. And this is definitely our most unique and most talked about amenity, which is our ocean pool and beach bar. This is truly a one-of-a-kind experience in Bermuda. It's the only sea-fed pool on the island and was actually voted in Vogue as one of the 32 best hotel pools in the world last year, which has been a really incredible point of recognition for us. What happens is Atlantic seawater is naturally pulled into the pool and it pours back out over the edges. So it is a completely natural ocean pool. It's like swimming in the ocean, but calmer. So it's perfect for when the waves are rough, and it's especially popular within families. And I'm going to show you a quick video on the next slide so you can really see how special the place is. And then our final pool is the Palm Pool. This is located in the Fitness and Wellness Center. This is a smaller plunge pool, ideal for after a workout or even on a windier day. It features the waterfall element and it's very peaceful. It has a tucked away feel. Great for guests looking to unwind quietly. And we also have private beach access, but it is important to note that beach conditions do vary seasonally and it's based on the tides. As you can see on the left here, sometimes the beach is wide and expansive. It's like at the moment, it's completely huge. And other times on the right, it may disappear entirely. And Mother Nature really just decides on that. And it's something we're always very transparent about because when the beach is not here and when it's limited, our ocean pool and the seaside beach terraces, as you can see here, are always there, and they're kind of the prime spots year round. And the good news is that some of Bermuda's best beaches are nearby. So we have Horseshoe Bay about 7 minutes away, Elbow Beach and Worklong Bay are both 2 minutes by car. And then here we have our fitness center, which is open from 7 to 7. It's private, it's fully equipped with premium cardio and strength equipment. And looking ahead to next year, we're going to be expanding the space to include additional equipment, training options, and a dedicated indoor yoga and Pilates studio in the new building. As mentioned earlier, we do have 2 infrared saunas on property. One is on the seascape rooftop adjacent to the sky pool and sun deck, and the second is within the fitness center. And we also offer complimentary oceanfront yoga on our rooftop terrace. Classes are led by a very experienced local instructor and are designed to be both energizing and restorative. It's complimentary for all of our in-house guests with a 24-hour notice. And we provide mats and all of the necessary accessories, and private sessions are also available on request at an additional cost. Beyond our amenities, we also offer a full range of services. These services include reception and concierge, daily housekeeping and turndown, 24-hour security, complimentary high-speed Wi-Fi, airport transfers and transportation, in-room dining and private chef services, laundry and dry cleaning, grocery delivery and stocking, and in-room spa treatments. We do also have car rentals on property through a company called Rugged Rentals. They offer electric cars on property for convenience, so our guests can book online or directly with the front desk, and a representative will meet you on site and hand you the keys within the hour of booking. We also will be adding in some sound bath experiences at the ocean pool pictured here, which will be starting in April. Very exciting. So I did want to just note that. And then before moving into kind of a little bit of press and visibility, I wanted to quickly touch on some of our offers and packages because this is something advisors do ask us about. All of our packages do include a discount on our accommodations, but what really sets them apart is that they're experience driven. And so instead of just a lower rate, clients are also getting that added value. So things like a food and beverage credit, airport transfers, wellness experiences, or curated activities. They are seasonal, so they do change throughout the year, but we always have something available. So please always get in touch and let us know how we can be of assistance. And then quickly, I wanted to briefly touch on just some of our brand visibility and our storytelling. This was one of many influencer stays we hosted last year. These collaborations generate really strong user-generated content, as you can see here, and really help introduce Azura to new audiences. And I thought this one was particularly interesting, and was a really great kind of overview of the property. So I felt like sharing. And then finally, I wanted to note that in 2025, we did receive some really incredible press coverage. We were featured in Travel and Leisure, Vogue, and we were ranked top 10 best hotels in the Atlantic by Condé Nast Traveler, Reader's Choice Awards. We also had some strong features in Coastal Living, the New York Post, Toronto Star, Afar Magazine, and several others, which has really elevated our global visibility. And that brings us to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening. I will be your key point of contact at Azura, so feel free to screenshot my email, my phone number here. That's the main resort number, so just ask to be transferred. I do want to also note that travel advisors receive a 15% commission, so email me directly and I'll connect you with our reservations team. We also have our socials listed below in case you'd like to stay connected and follow along on our journey. And yeah, I'm happy to answer any of your questions.
Thank you so much, Chloe. So it looks like Erica already booked something through you already. She's going to email me so we can get her some Muse amenities on that. Jesse, do you have resort shuttles anywhere like Horseshoe Bay, etc., like places to go from the hotel?
So we do offer a shuttle when our beach is not available, our main beach stretch. However, typically a guest would just go to the front desk and book a cab, or they could take the bus. We have a bus stop right at the end of our driveway, at the entry.
Perfect. Is there elevators on the property?
There are not any elevators. There's one elevator that goes down to the first level of the ocean pool, but there is 100 steps down to the ocean pool. So
Okay.
accessibility wise, it's a bit difficult for some of our amenities. However, our poolside restaurant and some of our oceanfront room categories are accessible.
Right. And the nearest golf and tennis.
We are actually located in a perfect spot for golf. We have many golf courses around. I would say within like a 10-minute radius around the property, we have a few to choose from. Some Port Royal Golf Course, which is the PGA golfing
So,
course.
is there tennis courts around there as
Very
well?
close by. Yes, we have tennis courts close by as well. Yes, we have some in
Perfect.
Hamilton. So everything is kind of in that 10 to 15 minute radius.
Excellent. Excellent. So guys, remember 15% commission. This is an excellent opportunity right now. Please feel free just to CC anyone on the Muse or Cameo Collection team, either myself, Beverly, Vivian, Julianne, or Hallie will all take care of you. We are one team on this. So if there's anything you guys need, just let us know and we're happy to help you guys out. Chloe, thank you so much for today. We will be sending out this recording as well as Chloe's information. Give me a couple hours and I'll get sent out. All right. Everyone have a good rest of the week and a happy weekend, everybody.
Great. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Thanks for